Hi, boys and girls. So we're back for another chapter of My Father's Dragon, and we are up to chapter 8. We're almost done. The last time we read the story, remember the father ran into the lion, and he was so clever to get rid of him because he gave him all of the hair ribbons and the comb because he was so upset about his mane, and then that distracted him so much that the father could leave. So let's see what happens now. This next chapter is called My Father Meets a Gorilla. Okay, let's see what's going to happen. My father was very hungry, so he sat down under a baby banyan tree on the side of a trail and ate 4 tangerines. Oh, so he still has some tangerines left. He wanted to eat 8 or 10, but he had only 13 left, and it might be a long time before he could get more. He packed away all the peels and was about to get up when he heard the familiar voices of the boars. Ooh. I wouldn't have believed it if I hadn't seen with my own eyes, but wait and see for yourself. All the tigers are sitting around chewing gum to beat the band. Old Rhinoceros is so busy brushing his tusk that he doesn't even look around to see who's going by, and they're all so busy they won't even talk to me. And here's a picture of the 2 boars talking. See them? Let's see. Horse feathers, said the other boar, now very close to my father. They'll talk to me. I'm going to get to the bottom of this if it's the last thing I do. The voices passed my father and went around a curve, and he hurried on because he knew how much more upset the boars would be when they saw that the lion's mane was tied up in hair ribbons. Before long, my father came to the crossroads, and he stopped to read the signs. Straight ahead, an arrow pointed to the beginning of the river. To the left, the ocean rocks, and to the right, the dragon ferry. Well, you know where he's going to go. He's trying to get to the dragon. My father was reading all these signs when he heard paw steps and ducked behind the signpost. A beautiful lioness paraded past and turned down toward the clearings, although she could have seen my father if she had bothered to glance at the post. So here, ooh, he was able to skirt by one of them. See him hiding in there? So the lioness is probably going to go see, remember the lion? It might have been his mom. Not sure. Okay, so she would have bothered to glance in to see the post, but she was too much occupied looking dignified to see anything but the tip of her own nose. It was the lion's mother, of course, and that, thought my father, must mean that the dragon was on this side of the river, and that's what he wants because he wants to get to it. He hurried on, but it was farther away than he had judged. He finally came to the riverbank in the late afternoon and looked all around, but there was no dragon anywhere in sight. He must have gone back to the other side. My father sat down under the palm tree and was trying to have a good idea when something big and black and hairy jumped out of the tree and landed with a loud crash at his feet. Ooh, I don't think I would want to run into that, would you? Well, said a huge voice. Well, what? Said my father, for which he was very sorry when we looked up and he discovered it was talking to an enormous and very fierce gorilla. Well, explain yourself, said the gorilla. I'll give you till 10 to tell me your name, business, your age, and what's in that pack. And he began counting to 10 as fast as he could. My father didn't have time to say Elmore, elevator, explorer before the gorilla interrupted. Too slow. I'll twist your arms the way I twist the dragon's wings, and then we'll see if you can't hurry up a bit. He grabbed my father's arms, one in each fist, and was just about to twist them when he suddenly let go and began scratching his chest with both hands. Blast those fleas, he raged. They won't give me a moment's peace, and the worst of it is that you can't even get a good look at them. Rosie, Rhoda, Rachel, Ruthie, Ruby, Roberta, come here and get rid of this flea on my chest. It's driving me crazy. 6 little monkeys tumbled out of the palm tree, dashed to the gorilla, and began combing the hair on his chest. So, lots of animals get fleas, and it makes them very itchy. So the gorilla's not very happy right now. Well, said the gorilla, it's still there. We're looking, said the 6 little monkeys, but they're awfully hard to see, you know. I know, said the gorilla, but hurry, I've got work to do. And he winked at my father. Oh, gorilla, my father said. In my knapsack, I have 6 magnifying glasses. Ooh, that cat was so clever to tell the father what he needed to put in the backpack. They'd be just the thing for hunting fleas. My father unpacked them and gave one to Rosie, Rhoda, Rachel, Ruthie, Ruby, and Roberta. Look at these monkeys. Look how silly they are. They're all now using the magnifying glasses. Why, they're miraculous, said the 6 little monkeys. It's easy to see the fleas now, only there are hundreds of them. And they went on hunting frantically. A moment later, many more monkeys appeared out of a nearby clump of mangroves and began crowding around to take a look at the fleas through the magnifying glass. They completely surrounded the gorilla, and he could not see my father, nor did he remember to twist his arms. And see, now they can see the fleas and they can get them for him. But since they're so busy doing that, his father was able to get away again. Woohoo! All right, so that's the end of chapter 8. And hopefully we're going to get closer to finding the dragon and see what happens. Okay, I kind of felt bad for the dragon because the gorilla was saying that he twisted his arm. So this is just a poor baby dragon. All right, well, I'll see you next time and we'll see what happens.